The open house sign swayed gently in the crisp autumn breeze as I pulled up to the curb in my beat-up sedan, heart pounding with a mix of excitement and dread. I'd been scrolling through listings for months, dreaming of a place to call my own after the messy breakup that left me crashing on friends' couches. But nothing prepared me for the man who stepped out to greet me. Tall, broad-shouldered, with a smile that lit up the overcast Seattle sky like a promise of something more. "Welcome, I'm Alex Rivera, your realtor for today," he said, extending a firm hand that sent an unexpected spark through me, making me question if this was just about finding a house or stumbling into fate's twisted plan. I was Ethan Hayes, a 28-year-old graphic designer who'd grown up in a conservative Midwest town before fleeing to the Pacific Northwest for a fresh start. Seattle promised freedom, but even here, in a city known for its progressive vibes, I carried the weight of old scars. Family rejection after coming out in college, relationships that fizzled because I was too guarded. Alex, on the other hand, seemed effortlessly confident as he led me through the front door of the modest craftsman bungalow. "This place has character," he said, his voice smooth and reassuring. "Original hardwood floors, updated kitchen, perfect for someone starting over." I nodded, pretending to inspect the crown molding while stealing glances at him. He was probably in his mid-30s, with salt and pepper hair that framed sharp features, and an ease that suggested he'd seen his share of life's ups and downs. As we toured the rooms, Alex shared bits about himself unprompted, like he sensed my hesitation. "I got into real estate after a career change," he explained in the sunlit living room. "Used to be a corporate lawyer, but it sucked the soul out of me. Now I help people find homes that feel right." His eyes met mine, holding a beat too long, and I felt a flush creep up my neck. Was he flirting? Or was this just his sales pitch? I brushed it off, focusing on the house, the cozy fireplace, the backyard with potential for a garden. But by the time we reached the master bedroom, the conversation shifted. "What about you, Ethan? Looking for a family home or something just for you?" he asked, leaning against the doorframe. "Just me," I admitted, my voice quieter than intended. "After my last relationship ended badly, I need space to figure things out." Alex's expression softened, and he nodded knowingly. "I get that. My divorce was rough. Married young to please my family, but it wasn't me. Took years to accept I'm gay." The word hung in the air, bold and unapologetic, and my stomach flipped. Here was this successful realtor, openly sharing his truth in a stranger's potential bedroom. It was disarming, and suddenly the house tour felt secondary to this unexpected connection. We talked for another hour, long after the scheduled viewing, about everything from favorite coffee spots to the challenges of dating in a world that still judged. By the time I left, promising to think about an offer, Alex handed me his card with a personal note scribbled on the back. "Let's grab coffee sometime. House or no house." I drove away in a daze, replaying our conversation. Was this professional courtesy? Or had I just met someone who saw through my walls? That night, as rain pattered against my temporary apartment window, I texted him. "Coffee sounds good. When?" His reply came almost instantly. "Tomorrow? There's a great spot near the office." And just like that, the lines between client and something more began to blur. Our first coffee turned into a weekly ritual. Alex showed me other properties, but we'd linger afterward, sharing stories. He opened up about his conservative Hispanic family in Texas, how coming out at 30 cost him relationships with siblings who viewed it as a betrayal of their Catholic roots. "They still invite me to holidays, but it's tense," he confessed over lattes one rainy afternoon. "Like I'm the elephant in the room." I shared my own baggage. Parents who disowned me after college, claiming my lifestyle was a phase I'd outgrow. "It's been 5 years, and they haven't called," I said, surprised at how raw it still felt. As weeks passed, the attraction grew undeniable. During a showing in a sleek downtown condo, our hands brushed while examining a countertop, and neither pulled away. "Ethan," Alex said softly, "this isn't just about houses anymore, is it?" My heart raced as I shook my head. We kissed there, tentative at first, then with the pent-up emotion of two people who'd been lonely too long. It was exhilarating, but reality crashed in soon after. Alex was still my realtor, and mixing business with pleasure screamed conflict. Worse, his firm had strict policies against dating clients, something he mentioned in passing, laughing it off as old-school rules. I decided to buy the first house he showed me, the craftsman, to keep things above board. But as closing approached, doubts crept in. What if this was rebound for me? What if his family issues resurfaced? Our dates deepened, filled with laughter and vulnerability, but societal whispers loomed. Friends warned me, "A realtor? Sounds like he's selling you more than property." And Alex faced his own pressures. His ex-wife, now amicable, questioned if he was ready for another serious relationship so soon after their split. One evening, over dinner at a quiet Italian place, Alex's phone buzzed incessantly. It was his brother calling from Texas. "Family drama," he sighed, stepping outside. When he returned, his face was ashen. "My sister's getting married, and they want me there, but without a +1 if it's a guy. They say it'll upset the relatives." The hurt in his eyes mirrored my own past rejections. "Do you go?" I asked. He shrugged. "I have to choose. Family or authenticity." That night, as we held each other, I realized our budding romance was already testing us against the world's unyielding expectations. The closing on the house went smoothly, but the ink on the papers felt like a seal on our secret. Alex and I celebrated with champagne in my new living room, toasting to fresh starts. "To us," he said, clinking glasses, his eyes sparkling with promise. But beneath the joy, tension simmered. His firm's policy loomed like a shadow. If discovered, he could lose clients or face reprimand. "We'll keep it quiet until you're no longer a client," he assured me. But the secrecy gnawed at me, reminding me of high school days hiding crushes. As I settled into the house, our relationship blossomed in stolen moments. Weekends were ours, hiking in the Olympic Mountains where we talk about dreams deferred. Alex wanted kids someday, adopting perhaps, but his family's disapproval made it complicated. They'd never accept a grandkid from a gay couple, he admitted during a trail break, staring at the misty peaks. I nodded, sharing my fear of repeating patterns. "My parents cut me off. What if I do the same to future family?" These conversations deepened our bond, but they also highlighted cracks, societal judgments that turned love into a battlefield. Conflict erupted when Alex's work intersected with our personal life. A mutual friend, Sarah, who knew us both from a local LGBTQ group, spotted us at a farmer's market, hands intertwined. "You too?" she exclaimed, delighted at first. But later, she pulled me aside. "Be careful, Ethan. Alex has a reputation. Charming clients into deals, sometimes more." Her words planted seeds of doubt. Was our connection genuine, or had his charisma swayed me like a sales tactic? I confronted him that night. "Is this real, or am I just another closing?" Alex looked hurt. "How can you ask that? I've risked my job for us." The argument escalated, voices rising in my kitchen. "Your job? What about my heart?" I shot back. He stormed out, leaving me alone with echoes of regret. Days passed in silence, each text I drafted deleted. Finally, he called. "I'm sorry. Let's talk." We met at our coffee spot where he explained his past. Post-divorce, he'd dated casually, but nothing like this. "You're different, Ethan. You make me want to fight for more." We reconciled, but the incident exposed vulnerabilities, trust issues born from societal stigma that made gay men question every motive. External pressures mounted. My boss at the design firm, a progressive type on the surface, made offhand comments about distractions when I mentioned dating someone new. "Focus on work, Hayes. Relationships can wait." It stung, a subtle reminder that even in liberal Seattle, being out wasn't always easy. Alex faced worse. His firm's annual gala approached, and partners expected dates. Straight ones, implicitly. "Bring a friend," his boss suggested, winking. Alex debated inviting me, but feared outing himself fully at work. "I've built my career here," he said. "One wrong move." I urged him to be brave. "If we're serious, we can't hide forever." But my words felt hypocritical. I hadn't told my estranged parents about him, clinging to faint hope of reconciliation. The gala night, Alex went alone, texting me apologies. I spent the evening pacing, jealousy and insecurity bubbling. When he showed up at my door afterward, tipsy and remorseful, we argued again. "You chose your image over us," I accused. He fired back. "And you? Still hiding from your family?" The fight ended in tears, but also in a pact. We'd face our demons together. Summer brought new trials. Alex's sister's wedding invitation arrived, specifying, "Family only, no dates." He agonized over it. "If I go alone, I'm lying to myself. If I skip, I'm abandoning them." I supported whatever he chose, but inside, it hurt, reminding me how family ties could fracture love. He decided to attend, alone, promising it was temporary. "After this, we'll come out to everyone." While he was gone, I volunteered at a pride event, surrounded by couples unapologetically affectionate. It fueled my resolve, but also highlighted our lag. Upon his return, Alex was distant, burdened by family confrontations. My brother cornered me. "When are you going to stop this phase?" He recounted, voice breaking. We held each other, but intimacy felt strained, overshadowed by external judgments. A turning point came when Sarah, the friend who'd warned me, hosted a party. There, we encountered Alex's ex-wife, Maria, who approached us warmly. "I'm happy for you both," she said. But later, she confided in me. "Alex is great, but his family pulls him back. Be patient." Her words were kind, yet they stirred controversy. Was love worth the constant battle against ingrained prejudices? As fall approached, our relationship hit a crossroads. Alex received a promotion offer, but it meant relocating to Portland, closer to progressive circles, but away from Seattle's familiar ground. "We could start fresh," he suggested. I hesitated. My job was here, my new home rooted. The decision loomed, forcing us to weigh love against personal sacrifices. In quiet moments, we'd debate societal norms. Why did gay couples face extra scrutiny? Why couldn't family evolve? These discussions, raw and real, strengthened us, but also amplified the drama of choices ahead. The promotion decision hung over us like a gathering storm, testing the foundations we'd built. Alex paced my living room, brochure in hand. Portland's got better opportunities. Less family drama since it's farther from Texas. I sat on the couch, torn. But what about us? My life's here. The house, my job. He knelt before me, taking my hands. "Come with me. We can make it work." The plea in his eyes was genuine, but it sparked fear. Was I ready to uproot for love, or was this another escape? Societal conflicts intensified. At a work event, my colleague outed me casually. "Ethan's got a boyfriend now, some realtor guy." The room fell silent, then erupted in awkward congratulations mixed with probing questions. "How'd you meet? Is it serious?" One older exec muttered about office distractions, echoing broader biases. I smiled through it, but inside, rage simmered. Why did my relationship invite commentary when straight colleagues didn't? Alex faced similar at his firm. Rumors swirled after someone saw us together. His boss pulled him aside. "Keep personal life separate, Rivera. Clients expect professionalism." These pressures fueled heated debates. One night, over takeout, Alex snapped, "Maybe we should slow down. This is getting complicated." "Hurt," I retorted. "Because of what others think? That's cowardice." The word stung, leading to our biggest fight yet. He left angry, and for a week, silence reigned. I threw myself into work, redesigning logos that mirrored my turmoil, bold lines clashing against soft backgrounds. Friends advised, "If it's real, it'll survive." But doubt crept in. Was our love strong enough against a world that still marginalized gay relationships? Reconciliation came unexpectedly. Alex showed up at my door with flowers and a handwritten letter. "I can't lose you to fear," it read. We talked all night, unpacking layers. His internalized shame from family upbringing, my abandonment issues. "We deserve happiness without apologies," he said. From then, we committed to transparency. Alex came out fully at work, risking backlash. Surprisingly, most colleagues supported him. One even shared his own story. But a few clients pulled away, citing personal values. It was a blow, but liberating. My turn came with a family olive branch. A call from my mother after years of silence. "We saw your Facebook post about the house," she said stiffly. "Congratulations." Heart-pounding, I mentioned Alex. "I'm seeing someone. A man." Silence, then. "We'd like to meet him someday." It was tentative but hopeful. Sharing this with Alex, we celebrated, but reality tempered joy. His family's wedding aftermath lingered. His brother emailed accusations of selfishness. "You're tearing the family apart," it read. Alex agonized, debating a response. A controversial twist arose when Maria, his ex, reached out for advice on her new relationship with a woman. "Turns out I'm bi," she confided over coffee with us. It was surreal, bonding over shared experiences, but it stirred gossip in our circle. Sarah whispered, "Convenient, isn't it? Exes staying close." The implication irked, suggesting our dynamic was unhealthy. Alex defended, "Friendship post-divorce is possible," but it highlighted societal skepticism toward non-traditional setups, especially in LGBTQ contexts. As winter set in, the Portland offer deadline loomed. We visited the city together, exploring neighborhoods. "Imagine us here," Alex said, pointing to a Victorian home. Tempted, but Seattle pulled me back. Friends, routine. The choice became a proxy for deeper commitments. Was I all in? One evening, during a snowstorm, we huddled by the fire. "If I stay, will you resent me?" I asked. He shook his head. Love means compromise. But tension built. He accepted the job, planning to commute initially. "We'll make it work," he promised. External drama peaked at a holiday party. Alex's colleague, harboring resentment, outed our relationship spitefully. Rivera's playing house with a client. Whispers spread, leading to a formal review at his firm. Conflict of interest, they claimed, though the deal was closed. Alex fought back, citing discrimination. This wouldn't happen to a straight couple. The ordeal drew media attention. A local blog post titled "Realtor's Romance? Ethical Breach or Love Story?" Comments flooded, some supportive, others vicious. Gays pushing agendas. It was exhausting, forcing us to defend our love publicly. Through it, our bond deepened. We attended therapy, unpacking traumas. "Society's not kind to us," the counselor noted. "But your choices define you." Inspired, Alex started a support group for LGBTQ professionals. I joined, finding community. But the review outcome loomed, potential suspension. "If I lose my job, what then?" he worried. I held him. "We'll rebuild." The controversy sparked debates among friends. Was dating a client ever okay? Did societal bias amplify the issue? As spring neared, resolution came. The firm cleared Alex, implementing inclusivity training. Victory tasted sweet, but scars remained. We decided on a compromise. I'd freelance, allowing flexibility for Portland moves. "Together, wherever," I said. Yet, lingering questions persisted. Had we compromised too much? The high drama of our journey left us stronger, but ever vigilant against a world quick to judge. With the firm drama behind us, a fragile peace settled, but new conflicts brewed from unexpected quarters. Alex's move to Portland meant weekends apart, testing our resilience. "Absence makes the heart grow fonder," he joked over video calls, but loneliness crept in. I'd wander the house, our house really, since he'd helped furnish it, missing his presence. Work kept me busy, but evenings amplified doubts. Was long distance sustainable in a relationship already battered by external forces? Family tensions resurfaced dramatically. My parents visited unannounced, driving cross-country in a gesture of reconciliation. Over dinner, they met Alex via video. "Nice to meet you," my father said gruffly. But later, alone, they probed, Is this permanent? What about kids? Their questions, laced with outdated views, ignited defensiveness. We're happy as is, I insisted. My mother sighed. We just want what's best, traditional family. The visit ended awkwardly, leaving me questioning if true acceptance was possible. Alex's side exploded when his brother announced a visit to talk sense. Arriving in Portland, he confronted Alex. This gay thing is ruining our family. Mom cries every night. Alex stood firm. It's who I am. The argument escalated, with his brother invoking religion. God doesn't approve. Alex cut the visit short, but the fallout rippled. His parents called, pleading for compromise. Just don't flaunt it, they said. Heartbroken, Alex confided. How do I choose between love and blood? Our calls turned therapeutic, navigating the pain of familial rejection, a common plight in gay stories. Societal backlash hit a new low when the blog post went viral, attracting trolls. Anonymous emails arrived. Fags don't deserve homes. We reported them, but the hate shook us. Friends rallied, organizing a fundraiser for LGBTQ housing initiatives. Turn negativity into action, Sarah suggested. It empowered, but highlighted ongoing struggles. Why did our love provoke such vitriol? Debates ensued. Was visibility worth the risk? Alex argued yes. I wavered, fearing escalation. A personal crisis added fuel. I lost a major client after they discovered my lifestyle via the blog. We prefer neutral vendors, they emailed. Devastated, I questioned everything. Is this the price of being out? Alex rushed to Seattle, holding me through the night. We'll fight back, he vowed. Together, we pitched to inclusive brands, turning loss into opportunity. But the incident sparked controversy. Friends debated if outing was discrimination or preference. Business is business, one said. Alex countered. No, it's bigotry. As months passed, the distance strained us. Miscommunications arose, missed calls interpreted as disinterest. One weekend, I drove to Portland, surprising him. We reconnected passionately, but over breakfast, tensions boiled. You're thriving here. I'm stuck in Seattle, I admitted. He proposed, move in, marry me. The words hung, shocking yet thrilling. Marriage? In a world still debating gay rights? I hesitated. With all this chaos? He nodded. Because of it. To prove love wins. The proposal ignited internal conflict. My parents' reaction. Lukewarm support mixed with concern. Marriage is sacred, my father said. Alex's family. Outright rejection. His sister texted, don't drag us into this sin. The divide deepened, forcing choices. We planned a small ceremony, inviting only allies. But leaks happened, Sarah accidentally shared online. Backlash ensued. Protests threatened by conservative groups. Abomination. Signs read at a local event. We debated canceling, weighing safety against defiance. Therapy helped. Your love challenges norms. That's powerful. Inspired, we proceeded, turning the wedding into a statement. Media covered it positively. Couple defies odds. But controversy swirled. Critics claimed we exploited drama for attention. Real love doesn't need publicity, one op-ed argued. Friends split. Some celebrated, others questioned timing. Amidst it, our bond solidified, emotions raw as we navigated the storm. Post-wedding, we honeymooned in Hawaii, escaping scrutiny. Finally, just us. Alex sighed on the beach, but reality awaited. His Portland job demanded more time. My freelance struggled. Compromise loomed, me relocating partially. Family men's were slow. My parents sent a card. His remained distant. Societal wins emerged. The fundraiser succeeded, aiding queer youth housing. Yet, questions lingered. Had we sacrificed too much for acceptance? Returning home, a final twist. Alex's firm offered a Seattle branch transfer. Full circle, he said. We accepted, merging lives fully. But the journey's scars reminded us. Love in a judgmental world required constant vigilance. Highs and lows had forged us, but at what cost? Settling back in Seattle as a married couple brought a semblance of normalcy, but the echoes of past dramas lingered like ghosts in our home. Mornings started with coffee and kisses, yet conversations often circled back to unresolved tensions. "Do you regret any of it?" Alex asked one dawn, staring at the ring on his finger. I shook my head, but truthfully, the cumulative weight of family estrangements, professional setbacks, societal scorn, sometimes felt overwhelming. Our love was real, yet it existed in a landscape riddled with mines. New challenges emerged subtly at first. Neighbors, mostly welcoming, included a few who avoided eye contact after learning we were husbands. One left a note, "Keep it private." It was mild compared to online hate, but personal. We debated responding. Ignore or educate? Alex chose the latter, hosting a block party with LGBTQ allies. "Visibility matters," he said. Turnout was mixed. Supportive families mingled with curious onlookers. But one confrontation arose. A resident argued, "This isn't the place for politics." The exchange sparked neighborhood debates. Was our presence divisive or enriching? Professionally, recovery was gradual. My freelance picked up with inclusive clients. Alex's transfer solidified his role. But a promotion opportunity for him required schmoozing conservative investors. "They might not approve of us," he worried. I encouraged authenticity. "If they don't, it's their loss." He disclosed during a meeting, facing awkward silence followed by reluctant acceptance from most. One pulled out, citing values misalignment. It reignited old wounds. Why did our marriage affect business? Friends weighed in, adapt or perish, versus demand change. Family dynamics evolved unevenly. My parents visited again, this time genuinely trying. "We're proud," my mother said, hugging Alex. "Progress, but laced with caveats. Just pray for you both." Alex's side remained fractured. His brother sent a terse email, "Congrats, I guess." No invitation to family events followed. The disparity hurt. My gains highlighted his losses. "Why can't they evolve?" he lamented. We attended support groups, sharing stories that mirrored ours. Gay men torn between heritage and heart. These sessions fostered empathy, but also controversy. Some advocated cutting ties, others endless patience. "No right answer," the facilitator noted. A major plot twist came via Maria. Pregnant from her new relationship, she asked us to be godparents. "Your family," she said. Thrilled, we accepted, but it stirred drama. Alex's relatives learned, exploding, "You're endorsing sin." His mother called, tearful. "How could you?" The accusation forced an ultimatum. Alex defended, "This is my life." Radio silence ensued, deepening his grief. Societally, it raised eyebrows. Ex-spouses co-parenting vibes? Tabloids sensationalized. Modern family or messy drama? Comments debated ethics. Healthy boundary blurring or recipe for disaster. As we navigated, our relationship matured. Intimate evenings focused on dreams. Adoption perhaps, despite hurdles. "Society's changing," Alex optimistically said, but news headlines reminded otherwise. Anti-LGBTQ bills in states, echoing his Texas roots. We volunteered more, advocating for rights. One rally turned tense. Counter-protesters shouted slurs. Shielding each other, we persisted, but fear lingered. Was activism endangering us? Climax built when Alex's father suffered a heart attack. Rushing to Texas, Alex faced the family bedside. "He's asking for you," his sister said. "There." Reconciliation flickered. His dad whispered, "Sorry for everything." Tears flowed, but siblings resisted. "Don't bring your husband." They warned for the funeral if needed. Alex returned conflicted. Partial acceptance felt bittersweet. "It's a start," I consoled. But the ordeal amplified our story's core. Love's triumph amid unrelenting conflict. Years condensed into routines. Our bond unbreakable yet forever shaped by trials. We adopted a dog, symbolizing family on our terms. Friends envied our resilience. Critics called it naive. In quiet reflection, we'd ponder. Had society's judgments made us stronger, or merely survivors? In the end, as we sat on our porch watching the sunset, hand in hand, one question remained to spark endless debate. Is true love possible without societal approval, or does fighting for it inevitably change what love means?